be scheming. These folks be scheming. I'm telling y'all, they want your money. They want your bread. They don't care how they get it. They just whatever it take to get it. Whatever it's illegal, legal, mostly illegal type stuff. But they just want your bread. Beware of these sharks, pits, and vipers out here in society. They money hungry. They don't care about you. Beware of these folks, man. Beware. What's good, y'all? It's your boy G Rod. I'm here with Chris Booker. A little bit about myself, former defensive back player. Love Jesus. I played for University of Central Florida, FIU, and Mississippi Valley State. Spent most of my career at UCF. Went to Cure Bowl, Peach Bowl, and Bahamas Bowl with FIU. National champion. Here with my boy Chris Booker. We met after I seen his video on YouTube about dropping a 40 from 48 to 44, 43. But yeah, my boy Chris Booker. Tell him about yourself, Chris.
Yep, so I'm Chris Booker. I play wide receiver, free agent, currently signed to the UFL. We're going to talk about things not going as planned. But I went to –
Me too. Currently signed to UFL.
Right. Went to Arkansas State University after leaving Dye City Community College. Played 2 years at Arkansas State, graduated, been on the grind ever since. And, yeah, that's all I got to say.
For sure, man. Yeah. Like he mentioned, I'm a free agent as well. We're gonna get into this UFL talk. So this video is about the UFL and our experience and what we have gone through, and decisions that we have made going forward. Decisions I've made, decisions he's made, and whatnot, and what we're going to do. So without further ado, we're gonna jump straight into it. Chris, you want to go first and tell them about like how you kind of just got the contract and everything, your experience with that?
Yeah, well, so I found out about the UFL from my teammate Mark Thompson. He played in the USFL, and he's a running back. And he said, "Hey man, my old coach from USFL, Coach JD, who's coaching for the UFL now, he said, hey, he just got a head coaching job in the UFL. I know you still want to play football. Go to the tryout. I'm going to put a word in for you. And, you know what I'm saying, if you go out there and ball, you'll make the team." So that's what I did. I went out there and ball. JD hit up Mark, said, I like Chris. He did good at DB and receiver, so we're going to sign him. And that's how it went. What about you?
Yeah.
That's how it went.
Yeah.
What about you?
Me, how everything went down, I went to this showcase in Houston from a quote-unquote agent. It's not really an agent. But went to showcase in Houston, did my thing, and then within 5 days, I got a coaching call, or my agent called me, and he was telling me, be expecting a call from a coach later on today. So I literally got the call. I'm literally in my shower when I was back living in St. Petersburg area, west coast of Florida. I'm like, oh shoot. I mean, how about this shower? I gotta dry my hands. I'm like, hello. He's like, yeah, this is Coach Theodore Brom. I'm thinking, so I'm from the UFL. At first, I thought he was from the USFL because he said it kind of fast.
Right.
So he just broke it. I'm like, oh shoot, this is the USFL. Let's go. But it turned out to be the UFL. And then he was just telling me about like how he really likes my film, because I guess my agent he found out on my agent sent him my film, and then he said, if we really want to have you on the team, and we're gonna send you a contract if you would like that. And he was telling me about the different levels of the tiers paid, tier 2, tier 1. At first I was like, he said for you can start off at tier 2 and earn that tier 1 spot at camp. And so boom, it took me like a week to actually sign it. I was like, man, let me just try to get some more offers other places. But he kept on calling me. And I told him, look, I sent the form over to my agent. He's in your back, you look at it. So you nagged my agent. So after like a week, I finally signed.
Yeah, I signed right away. Yeah, because I read it, and it said if any other league come and want to sign you, you can leave. So I'm like, well, I just signed it because I can leave anyway. So I was like, okay, I ain't got no, so I ain't had no other opportunity on the board.
That was smart too, yeah. That was smart for doing that. So I was thinking maybe like, I don't know, other opportunities with the CFL, whatever, or whatever's happening. But so that's kind of how I got initiated into, or my journey with the. That's how my journey with the UFL started. And for me, my team was the Chicago Blue Bombers. Head coach Theodore Throm. And so, yeah, what was the name of your head coach? You said Coach JD.
Yeah, JD Reynolds. He coached for the USFL the year prior, last year, but he got fired. Got into an altercation, got fired. So
Oh wow, okay, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha. Yeah,
yeah.
so basically, describe like after you signed. Tell me about what happened after you signed. What was going on? What was some misunderstandings? Like what happened in your case? Like describe like your frustration. Describe like what happened.
Well, we signed, and after that, I got a text message from somebody random saying that the owner of the league, the commissioner, is a fraud, and that you should go sue him, basically. So with that being said, I hit up my coach, and I'm like, "Hey, coach, I got this text message." He said he reassured me that everything was straight. He said we just having little problems with securing the field. You know, that disagreement is on the price and all that, and everything is still gonna go as planned. But we got one postponement, then another postponement, and another postponement. You know, so I don't really know what's going on at the moment. You know, so
Yeah, facts.
so
So for me, like I said, after I signed on the contract, I'm like really geeked out. I'm excited because at the time I'm really from Florida, so I moved out to Tampa, St. Petersburg area, exactly where I was living. It's called a city called Largo. So I told myself I'm gonna live out here. I was paying month to month rent on the lease. I told myself I'm gonna live out here until I sign to a
right,
team, and so I signed to a team,
right,
and so I'm like, boom, now I'm finna go ahead and get out of here. And so I literally was getting ready to tell my landlord, hey, I'm about to get ready to leave. So I was telling everybody, to my family, everyone's excited, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? And so then after I leave, um, they postponed the date. I'm like,
uh,
dang. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, it's just the first time. And then after they postponed that date, another postponement, and then another one. I'm like, dang, hold on, they really messing with my money and time because I work for myself, subcontractor, like freelance photography, filming, and handyman type stuff, right? I'm like, dang, so I'm losing out on money. I just gave away my home, and then now they keep postponing this time, so I'm like spending money, and then yeah, so that's kind of how it went down initially. Then I started thinking like this is sketchy. Like no league should be like. Cause I was calling my coach and he was like, "Yeah, basically they're trying to get the sponsorships and stuff like that to make sure we have stuff for camp, but yada yada yada." And then yeah, but
how
So
do
how
you
do you
feel
feel
about the
about the
league?
league right now?
how do I feel about this league? Honestly, just from everything I've heard and everything I went down with this agent, I'm gonna tell you all this. I said this the last postponed it, right? So I think about the fourth time or something. I literally called my coach, say, look, because we were supposed to go. I'm supposed to go all the way to Chicago to report for camp. So I literally called my coach, and say, look, I'm literally about to go drive all the way to Chicago. Are you sure it's actually happening? And it's not my coach's fault because he just getting information relayed back from the commissioner and people, right? And people and stuff like that. So look, are you sure if I drive all the way over there, it's gonna be all right? So I drive all the way on from Fort Lauderdale for a day, get my car maintenance on my car from Orlando to Virginia. Got family out there, take prom photos for my niece Leah. Then went from Virginia to Michigan. That's a bop. You know what I'm saying? That's hours of driving, like over like 20 hours of driving. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then the day I'm supposed to report, it was like I believe it was 24th, 25th of April. They postponed it again. Now they're talking about Tuesday. I'm like, after that, I'm like, yo, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. Something's going on. So we had a Zoom meeting actually with you, and then you, I don't know, but we had a Zoom meeting, right? And then find out like basically the commissioner, right, had 85, or the sponsor had $85,000 for each team, initially the 12 teams, and then
A little over $1
I
million.
guess he's no longer paying that.
A little over $1 million.
Yeah. No, he's no longer paying that anymore in the front end, but the back end. So after the season's done, so I guess that messed up the commissioner's plans or whatever. But yeah, so to answer your question, when I think about it, after all that stuff had happened, I'm like, yo, this is messed up. They literally players had to literally cancel their flights. Players wasted money. I'm losing out on thousands of dollars of my own money that I could be making from other clients. I literally gave away my own home,
Right.
my own home. You know what I'm saying? Like, gave away
Right.
my lease and then have to go back home with my parents. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But now with family, I was supposed to stay in Michigan for about 4 days. Ended up staying there for 2 weeks, and then boom. Talk about like that same timeline with you. Like after that Zoom call, what were you thinking?
Well, my thinking really hadn't changed in a while because after the first postponement, I was already, looking for other options. I was looking for other options the day that I signed the paper. Like, my goal was never to play 12 games in this league. I tell you that right now. From a video I posted a while ago, I was trying to play 3 games, get some film, and try to shop myself to the USFL because we were supposed to start 2 weeks or a week before the USFL. So I knew that people from the USFL would do not so well, and they would be looking for replacements. People would get injured and things like that. So I never planned on playing a full season, but I did hope to get at least 3 games, but we didn't. So my thinking after that Sunday was, hey man, keep on shopping yourself around. Just keep shopping yourself around and keep being prayed up, hoping for the best. That's how I was thinking. Hoping for the best.
Yeah, for
I was
me,
thinking about it.
that's good. Yeah, for me, after you told me that, I was like, bruh, what the heck is going on? But I was like, because again, I drove like thousands of miles across the country. I'm like, bruh, I literally wasted a whole bunch of gas money, food money. So, you know what I'm saying? And not getting reimbursed for anything. So that was a frustration right there. My hard-earned money. And people put my money and time, which is valuable to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, but after that call on Sunday or 2 weeks ago or something like that, spoke to my agent. I spoke to the coach. He was like, look, I was like, look, coach, like, he's like, look, I haven't even got paid yet. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? And then I haven't even got paid yet. And then I spoke to my boy, Josh Kelly, my former teammate from UCF. He's like, bro, go back on Euro players. And I'll still shop myself around too. But I made a Euro players account like back in late 2022. But I didn't really put all the information in properly. I put my highlight tape like in the bio, but then I put everything properly, my photos and stuff like that. Then, by the grace of God, I found out about this dude named Shannon Potts. He has a scouting service, a recruiting service where scouts come. He's gotten guys signed. He's played at lower levels than me. He's gotten over 80 people signed to teams, right? And so I found him a Euro player. I messaged him my whole story or whatever. And he's like, look, I called him, gave me the real deal. He was like, look, man, tell me about my agent. It was not really a real agent. And he was telling me how there's a league called the MLFB, which my agent said he was a director of player personnel, and that league was a scam. He said the MLFB was a scam. He said the UFL was a scam. And he said this other league, the rival, something that's here in Florida, is a scam. So, he was really just telling me about the ins and outs of the DCFL workouts, how they use these a lot of times. If it's not a private workout with the CFL, it's really a fundraiser. He's basically saying so they get $100 a pop from each player, 100 players, 10K, go to 5 different cities, 50 to 70K. So he was putting on again a whole bunch of stuff and about the people in the league. And he also said too, Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that the commissioner of the league got jumped in 2022 on Facebook Live because he was playing with people's money. The players, got all the players there, the coaches there. Players took him into a room and then jumped him on Facebook.
Yeah, that's true. They was mad at him, and because they say he been running this scam for years. His defense is that it's not a scam. He just is an entrepreneur that's making bad mistakes. That is his defense, is that he really trying to do the right thing, but he don't have all the knowledge to actually run the league completely, and he's been learning from like trial and error, basically. That's his defense.
Yeah, well, that's
you can't play with people like that. Like, yeah, you might be making mistakes.
You might be making
mistakes. Yeah, for sure. Like, you might be making mistakes, but people ain't gonna be lenient with you because every day we getting older, and every day that's a strike against us. So people trying to get some film and trying to play. We can't just wait around and keep thinking about what's gonna happen next with this league. Months going by, it been 3 months. You know what I'm saying? People, I ain't gonna lie. Once I signed to the league, I wasn't shopping myself around as much as I was before. I kind of laid back on that. I was more like training, trying to get ready for this league. So yeah, your camera went out. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, same here, bro. Same here. I was like still training for this league, whatnot, getting ready for camp and whatnot. So I feel you doing that. You know what I'm saying? People's time and energy, but regardless of the whole thing. Oh, and then the last conversation I had on the Zoom call with my coach, he was saying that the team got pushed back, or the report date now got pushed back to late May, early June, and it was no longer going to be 12 games. It's going to be 6 games now. So it went from 14 to 12 to 16 to six games. And also the pay was going to be a lot less, right? The pay was going to be a lot less. But I guess for us, we still had housing, whatever. I guess the pay was going to be a little bit more than the IFL, which is, for me, it's all about the film, getting film to put on, to go to the next level. Because the goal is the NFL. I will make it to the NFL. If y'all listening, like, I will make it to the NFL by the grace of God. I already seen the vision God's given me. I already know the things I have to overcome to get there. Work on my weaknesses and make my weaknesses my strengths. So I know what I'm capable of doing. I know how much I improved and throughout the years just from my film and whatnot. But in summary, regards with that, it was just a whole bunch of, after I heard what my agent was saying and found out who my agent really is, the dude Shannon Potts, who I met on Euro Players, he was like, look, there's a lot of pretenders out here in this sports industry. He said that second to the lottery, people view sports like as a big come up. That's why you got these people trying to start these different leagues up, trying to get that bread, you know what I mean? So he said like a lot of times players could really just be like so quick to bite because they so hungry to get on the field. But at the same time, you gotta know what's really going on. But yeah.
I know you didn't see what's going on now with the website because you hadn't said anything about it, but he got a registry going on where you can register to be in the UFL. Just pay $1,000 and you on the team.
$1,000 and you on the team?
Yeah, $1,000 to get a roster spot.
Bro, it's a scam, bro. I seen I seen
$1,000 to get you a roster spot.
That's such a scheme, bro. I seen literally like I've never heard of that in my life, bro. You gotta pay to be on the team. What? This is a rec league? Flag football?
Yeah.
But I seen it. I got an email today. I got an email today from the UFL. It's talking about register. It said skip the politics, skip the all this confusing. You know what I'm saying?
Skip the politics and skip the trials.
Yeah, and get on the team. I've never heard of that in my life.
Skip the politics and skip the trials. $1,000 on the team.
That's crazy, dog. They scheming, bruh. Bro, they just want the bread.
Quality film.
They want the bread. Bro, they scamming folks. That's crazy. But all in all, like, Chris, where are you going with what you know now? How are you gonna operate now and moving forward?
I probably won't sign to no league that haven't had a season. I actually had a dude come to me yesterday at the track and said that, hey, man, you look cold, me and my homeboy Richard. And he said, y'all, we starting up a arena football league next year in Dallas. No. But I told him, I said, bro, I actually signed to a football league, and they keep postponing it. I said, I said, you know Joe McClendon. This is exactly what I said. I said, do you know Joe McClendon? I said, do you
That's
know
the
Joe
commissioner, y'all.
McClendon?
Joe McClendon, fraud.
Yeah, I said, do you know Joe McClendon? He said, ain't he a scammer? That was his exact words, bro. He said, ain't he a scammer? I said, I guess so. He said, I said, yeah, that's him. I said, yeah, that's him. He said, I knew I heard that name before. Yeah, he said, scammer.
That's crazy. They be scheming. These folks be scheming. I'm telling y'all, they want your money. They want your bread.
100%.
They don't care how they get it. They just, whatever it take to get it. Whatever it's illegal, legal, mostly illegals type stuff. But they just want your bread. Beware of these sharks, pits, and vipers out here in society. They money hungry. They don't care about you. Beware of these folks, man. Beware. In the sports world, in real life, in Florida. In Florida, they be scheming. You know what I'm saying? With that fraud. You know what I'm trying to say? Fraud.
But one thing I want to say is that it was kind of like people. I see people in my comments all the time saying, I told you that it was a scam. And it was just one guy. He always said, I told you it was a scam. But the thing is, what he don't understand is I was always cautious. Just because I don't say I'm cautious on my YouTube videos don't mean that I'm not cautious. And two, people can say it's a scam, but when you got coaches, like you had a coach that was a legit coach somewhere, I think it was a legit football player or something. You had an agent that was your agent that was trying to help you, even though you didn't know he was a scammer too. But then my head coach, JD, I was told about this through my homeboy Mark, who had played in the NFL and has played for the USFL, and JD, who coached in USFL and played in the NFL and played at Oklahoma with Adrian Peterson. Then my DB coach played at Oklahoma and played in the NFL. My defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, played in the NFL for 12 years at D-line. So these are people that have been around the league. Like, I'm not going to just listen to a YouTube comment when I got people that have been in the league. They got food too. I would think they know. This a 12-year NFL vet that hosted the trial. You know what I'm saying? So you saying like, oh man, you should have been more cautious. But bro, if everybody that's you see as credible telling you to go ahead and do this tryout, why would I listen to a random YouTube comment, a person I don't know, you know? And yeah, if I Google, they say that dude Joe was a scam, but you know, it's a lot of fake stuff on the internet. So I'm thinking like maybe he did something. He used to be a scammer. Maybe he changed since he got these guys on board. And I didn't know at the time that these guys haven't been paid yet. So I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That could have been a variable, but they didn't tell me that, you know? So,
my coach was like, he was supposed to have been paid since February. It's freaking, May? Nah. So imagine him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, yo. It's just crazy. I just think my overall thoughts to answer your question, for me, like how, or to answer that same question, how I'm gonna moving forward is basically just obviously being more cautious. I got the right people in my corner now. I know who's real. Always verify. Always do a deep research and background on everything, and really just only occupy with leagues that actually has been established already. You know what I'm saying? At least has a year in their belt and has the owners or commissioners have a great representation and the funding's there. You know, and but really just always do background checks on everything and everybody. You know, that's one thing I usually do that, but again, like what Chris was saying, when it comes from people that you trust and they're leading you one way, so it's like it kind of makes you like cautious, but not as cautious. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Like you want to imagine your parents to tell you, "Hey, man, go outside and get the groceries out the car," and there's no groceries in the car. Like you would trust your parents. You know what I'm saying? Besides, if you go outside, your parents say, "Go get some groceries out the car," and you go outside, and a stranger say, "Ain't no groceries in that car." You expect me to just turn around and not go look in the car? You know what I'm saying? Like these people that you trusted that told you this. That's what I'm trying to say is that I trusted these people that told me.
That's a cool analogy, for sure. Yeah. Well, for me, all in all, I know that Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I know I'm a child of God. I know God has a plan for me, plan for my life, and He's giving me a vision. And I'm gonna be relentless at this pursuit. You know, like Denzel Washington once said, "Don't just try to make a living, but try to make a difference." And I believe I'm gonna use all my gifts and platforms to make a difference with my athletic ability, my creative ability, with photography, film, music, and I'm gonna use it for the glory of Jesus Christ. And so my spirits are up. I may have been knocked down, but I'm always get back up. You know what I'm saying? Because I got God with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little bit of encouragement to y'all. You know, when you face disappointment in life, when you face discouragement, don't stay down. Get back up. The devil wants you to stay down, you know, but God is preparing you for where you really need to go. The disappointment, I guess the trial, the tribulation is preparing you for where God wants you to be. And without that character development, you'll lose it once you get there. So remember that.
100%, man. That's all it is, man. The obstacle is the way. There's just one hurdle, and life is all about overcoming hurdles, man. So, hey, we got this. This ain't the end. This just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Without no test, there's no testimony. I'm trying to tell y'all. You will be tested. Without no test, there's no testimony. So, but yeah, so we just want to update you guys on our journeys, our past. Hopefully, y'all tune in to Chris's channel. You know what I'm saying? Dope guy. Met him, FaceTime him. Sound like a real genuine, real dude. Hopefully y'all could tune in my channel. I'm gonna be posting more routinely and show you my journey as well. So appreciate y'all tuning in. You know.
And if y'all rock with this type of content, we might make some more, man. Let us know.
For sure. All right, y'all. Bless up.
All
Peace.
right, man. Peace.
Salute.
Peace.